What's going on, YouTube? We have playoffs in Kansas for NASCAR.
Races down, 6 races to go. This is the Hollywood Casino 400.
If this video somehow make it to YouTube, the other ones couldn't get uploaded. They kept copyrighting and blocking it. So that's why, if you haven't seen any of them on my channel. Oh yeah, the mic moments came out. All right, bet. Bet. Oh yeah, I heard about Neighbors and Tyreek and shit. GG's to them.
Sure, you leave no ability to turn. Don't let him stall you leaving here.
Yeah, so Denny Hamlin's just faster. You know,
W chase for winning today too. So needed to get that out of the way.
Good to hear Chris Lambert, the spotter for Denny Hamlin, call that pass for the lead. It's interesting. Chase Briscoe, we were right on board with them with the Toyota onboard camera. He said it, quote, sits down on the left rear in the middle of the corner and then kicks out on corner. So struggling with a loose race car, Kim.
Well, yesterday, Bubba Wallace got out of the car after practice happy. They said it was a solid, good day. He qualified in the 7th position, but it's been a free fall since the green flag. Now runs in the 16th position. It is a totally different story today. Listen to Bubba's radio.
Gosh. Simple. You manage it best you can.
So again, Bubba not happy with that car. He said it's plowing. He cannot hit his marks from yesterday is what he told the team.
I really think if you're a crew chief, you need to take note of what happened to the 11 of Hamlin. He easily had the lead, 2.5 seconds. You see on the bottom left, the 11 had a little bit slower total time. Not bad, 3/4 of a second. But you add that in with 1 lap fresher tires on Larson. That's about a 2 or 2.5 second advantage. So now your 2.5 second lead is gone, and it's not just time, it's track position. Now the 5 can play defense. The 11's going to work by right here, Jeff, but definitely take some life out of the tires trying to do it.
Side-by-side battle for the lead, 3 wide for third.
Chase Elliott in the middle, Tyler Reddick down low in the 45, and Chase Briscoe, and here comes Christopher Bell. Bell's arrived on the scene, super swift, and he wants part of this fight as well.
Remember this whole time, Brad Keselowski on the upper left continuing to lead. You see him on the pylon.
He's a multi-time winner in Cup Series competition here at Kansas. Right today, he's up against it back in 27th. Caution's out, and it's for Cody Ware.
And speaking of Kyle Busch, he should be the car 1 lap down. NASCAR should confirm that, but I believe he will get the free pass. Keselowski right behind him, who ran long, was lapped on that strategy. He was coming quickly on fresher tires, but was unable to get in front of the 8. So that strategy did not work out for the 6. Let's see what exactly happened to the 51. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
I thought he had said something about the left front, so I don't know if the left front went flat. It looks like it's dragging right there. Under green, that can kind of be covered up a little bit. A lot goes into a green flag pit stops, but here under yellow with the 5 right on your bumper, we'll see if the pit crews can perform, Kim.
That's right. You see Christopher Bell, top left of your screen. He said, free it up a little bit, guys. Not too much, though, about a 1/4 number or a 1/2 number. We'll see what they do here for tires. They do have 4 on the wall, though, Marty.
Cliff Daniels told Kyle Larson, I know the 11 fired off better than you, but I really feel like we were going to be better on the long run. They're going to go with 4 tires. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin said he's still too edgy when he's out front, especially in turn 1 and off of turn 4. He also talked about a vibration. They go right side only on the 11. 4 tires for Chase Briscoe, who said he was a little bit too tight and wanted to undo part of the last adjustment.
Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson on the front row. We're back to racing with 18 laps to go in stage 1 here in Kansas.
Now that's one way to make 2 tires work and get clean air. Great start by the 11 of Hamlin.
How about Joey Logano, who started back at the pack, and look at this. Bell got a little squiggly there, right alongside his JGR teammate. Now he's got that inside run on Larson, and Larson goes high.
What a restart by Denny Hamlin as they come to 9 to go. Chris Gale would love for this call to work out for that 11 team. But Dave, remember what Hamlin said before that pit stop? We were way too loose right here on the entry of turn 1.
Ooh, this track is nice.
Can he hold Chase Elliott back?
This track is so much better than last week.
Chase Elliott spoke of the fact that their qualifying efforts have been sub-prime, and that is what's costing them the points coming in. Now remember, they after he pitted under the green flags, like he lost a couple of spots there, but has charged back to the front. That last pit stop, they tightened up the race car. Jeff Burton, you can't do what he's doing right now if your car is way too loose, and that's what it was before this, as he still tries to get to Hamlin.
Yeah, remember when we talked to Bubba Wallace in NASCAR Countdown to Green? He was cool, calm, collected, said they just need to go out here and get a base hit. Well, some of that patience is eroding. Take a listen to the radio.
Come on, man. I don't give a f about restarts. I want to crash into turn 1, lap 1 on a restart, man. I want to crash. Stop it.
So that car was not good for the first portion of stage 1. They have not made it better for the
I want to crash.
Stage 1 is almost done with the final lap, with thanks to Credit One Bank. And what a stage it's been by Denny Hamlin. Controversy last weekend, closed door meetings, and not a reluctance to talk about it, just simply we are not talking about what happens internally at our team, but there has been a direction established on how we will race. And I guess the best way to shut everybody up is to go out there and dominate stage 1 and maybe even go on and win the race. So well done, Denny Hamlin. 5th stage win this year for the JGR man. This is far from done. 2 more stages to go, and the Roval next weekend. Pit road is open, and it is super busy, Dave Burns.
The first one to hit is Chase Elliott. He has a nice, easy entry into his pit stall. He said that was better, but it's still not where he needed to be. Remember, he was loose, Kim.
Top right, Christopher Bell said I could definitely tell it was freer, and I think it hurt me on the first few laps, but after that...
That wrap looks so nice.
Debate on what they were going to do during the stop. Code New York Yankees was the call, Marty.
Kyle Larson told Cliff Daniels, honestly, I thought the car was pretty good. I'm not sure we should make many changes. He finishes second in that stage. Denny Hamlin, who gets a stage win, playoff point in the bank for Hamlin. He said, I'm still too free once I'm out front. The car's still too edgy, but that last adjustment was 60% of what I needed, and Hamlin will lose some spots here on pit road after winning the stage, and the 45 on pit road in front of you, Kim.
So a little sloppy, not super costly. You see him in the 3rd row, but a little sloppy on the 11th.
How about we get stage 2 going of this Hollywood Casino 400? Christopher Bell on the inside of Kyle Larson, and Bell, who finished runner-up here in the spring, has looked incredibly strong today. He gets a little shove from Ross Chastain. Hamlin got into Chastain as well. So Bell down the back stretch.
Larson, he drove it down in turn 3 with tons of speed. Bell's there. Oh, wreck on turn 4.
Oh, damn!
And the 60 of Ryan Priest.
Opportunity. This is what this is all about. You got to get going. What happens here? Oh, just.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, whoever that boy at the bottom dodged that shit good.
Looks like it starts tight, and the back kind of walks around. Eric Jones is fully on the brakes.
Number 16 dodged that so good.
Yeah, he looks like he got tight, like it was in the middle of, leaving the corner. Just gets tight. Can't get slowed down. Wow.
Been a terrific day for Hamlin so far. He's led 57 laps and also had a couple of outstanding restarts, the last 2 restarts. But is there an issue with the 11 car? Listen to the radio just moments ago.
Throttle did just stick under caution here. Feet were off the pedals and it was going.
Toyota Supra off, back on pit road, leaving a clear track for a take 2 opportunity for Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson. Here we go. Stage 2 back underway here in Kansas. Great restart, Christopher Bell. The Hendrick teammates are helping each other. Hamlin sees his teammate disappear. What a turnaround for Bubba Wallace in that US Navy Toyota Camry for 2311 Racing. He's got Ross Chastain starting to work on him in that bright orange Kubota Chevy. But early in stage 1, Bubba was miserable. He went backwards big time. But the team have done good work. Charleston Ike and the crew have made the necessary changes, and he's back. And he's back, and he's fighting as hard as he can. He's 10th in the playoff standings at the moment, 28 below the cut line. But if he can surge his way forward and maybe be in the conversation for another win on the season, the Brickyard 400 winner can keep his playoff dreams alive. What a fight here between boss and employee. Bubba Wallace and his co-owner at 2311, Denny Hamlin. Hamlin has said before, yes, I'm a co-owner and I'm involved, but when it comes to the drivers...
Wait, that's Denny Hamlin is Bubba's co-owner?
So I focus on what I've got to do at JGR, and we don't muddy the waters, so to speak, between the two. There's a very clear line in the sand between me as a co-owner and me as a competitor and as a driver.
99% of him right now is irritated he can't pass the 23. Now there's 1% buried way down inside that he's proud of what he's seeing out of the organization. Now he's going to be happier now that he's in front of him.
And for the first time in this stage, Denny Hamlin's lead has been trimmed to less than a second.
Well, he's got problems too, because if the 20 can get a run off the top, and the 11 doesn't clear the 6 right here, very important corner exit. Cleared him. Oh, that is going to be the difference, I believe, right there. If he got stuck side by side, he was going to be in an awkward spot. He slid in front of the 6. That should take some pressure off this final lap.
And you might be wondering why the 6 raced him so hard, because he's going to be the first car lap down. He'll get the wave and be back in the lead lap, because the 6 has got to start at the tail end of the longest line, as opposed, if he would have been able to stay on the lead lap, he then could have started, he would have restarted 27th. That is a big track position difference.
Final lap presented by Credit One Bank, and Denny Hamlin has now led 92 laps here today. Stage 1, and Hamlin's going to win stage 2, sweeping those
both stages is crazy.
He can do to make life easier on him next week headed to the Roval. And speaking of pit road, it is open. Here we go, Dave Burns.
Fourth place for Chase Elliott there.
Winning both
He's earned
stages
on
is
the day.
crazy.
He said it's the best it's been all day, but I still have the same issue. He needs it to live a little bit longer. He said, I've been making it work, but I've been pressing it pretty hard, Kim.
Christopher Bell finishes that stage in the second position, said, I need a number. We probably should keep it on the free side, though, for this next run. They'll put 4 fresh Goodyear tires on it after an air pressure adjustment, Marty.
Kyle Larson said the balance is not bad. This car is just very traffic sensitive, and honestly, I need to manage my runs a little bit better. Denny Hamlin wanted playoff points today. Well, the 11 team has maxed it out so far. He said we're better on exit, now tight on entry, and that substitute pit crew, they come in with the lead and they hold serve here on pit road.
All day long, it's been Joe Gibbs Racing versus Hendrick Motorsports. It's that story, that situation, that scenario again. Stage 3 is underway.
Chase against Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin has been the leader of this race for 100 laps. Is it Denny's day? Here comes Denny Hamlin, top box. This is for the lead of the race, and he's through. But watch Elliott as Denny slides up right in front of him. Coming off turn 4. The 11 is back out in front.
Denny Hamlin is just so impressive. We see it every week. 44 years old. Maybe the best version of Denny Hamlin we've ever seen.
More about Elliott.
We need the driver, the crew chief up here to do a little bit of analysis with this. Earlier in the race, the right rear was proppy. He called it P-R-O-P-P-Y, proppy. And then complained about the rear a little bit later on. He just said on the radio after he got passed for the lead, I was as easy as I could be on it. And after he had the lead, he was unable to hold off Hamlin. So, driver, what's going on there? He's trying to preserve that right rear, isn't he?
And if today doesn't just prove it, right? There's 23 cars. The 44 spins. This might bring the yellow out. Let's see what he does in the grass. Oh. I would thought we were going to see some green flag cycles, not so much as the 44 brings the yellow out with the slow spin through. But what I was saying about Denike and Bubba Wallace, just remember how vocal Bubba was at the beginning, and for good reason. That car wouldn't run inside the top 10. Now here he is, third with great speed.
Let's have a look at what happens, then we'll talk more about Bubba Wallace. Keep your eye on the 44. Ross Chastain is on his inside. Carson Hocevar coming through as well. Oh.
Yeah, he just didn't want to lift. He tried to turn left and ends up catching the 44 in the rear bumper.
Here they come. Dave, pit road is coming alive.
And even
That gotta be the best pit position ever. The first one up there.
Needed something to hang on a little bit better and not abuse that right rear. That was the adjustment they made with there, Kim.
Top right, Bubba Wallace. My lateral grip has gone away. Needs some longevity. Then bottom left, Christopher Bell said, I'm really close. Can't trust the back, but he told his crew chief, Adam Stevens, do not tighten it up too much, Marty.
Denny Hamlin told Chris Gale, I probably pushed too much early in that run trying to catch the 9. I lost some right front grip at the end of that run. They'll win the race off pit road. Remember we talked, Lee, about him having the throttle sticking earlier, that issue? Now he says, I have a steering issue as well in the 11. That was sticking under this caution.
The Lux Box from Taco Bell. Discovery Lux Box? What is that? Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan own Bubba. Oh, damn!
Logano's involved.
Cindric, Gregson.
I didn't know that.
Let's find out.
I did not know
They all just get stacked up.
Denny Hamlin owns Bubba. That's crazy.
Car was the first one to kind of change
Or a
lanes.
co-owner.
It was because of the stack up.
Bro, imagine getting whooped by your boss.
They were just ping-ponging off each other. 46 laps to go here in Kansas. And Denny
Like he hired you and he whooped your ass.
In Christopher Bell. What's it like in turn 1? Again. Had a rehearsal before. Here goes Chase Briscoe around on that high side. Up near the fence. It's 3 JGR Toyotas at the front of the pack. But Elliott on the inside. Wallace is stuck in the middle there.
Larson, who was 7th when he made contact with the Raw, currently running 8th.
How the fuck Chase win this race though? I gotta see this. Cause Danny is cooking, dog. He must have sold. He must have sold bad. I gotta see how Chase finishes this.
And the championship hopes for Denny Hamlin. Yeah, Lee, not a word from Kyle Larson since that brush with the wall. The only transmission on the radio was Cliff Daniels saying, great job saving that, and a caution has come out here with 15 to go.
There's debris on the track.
Oh, yeah. Tire carcass, it looks like, and that's probably from who?
Yeah, we saw him
Kyle
hit the wall
Busch.
a little bit ago. So you have to believe that had something to do with this.
Last pit stop.
Pressure pressure around the pit crews at Kansas Speedway. Chase Elliott from 4th position hits first. He needs his team to go back to the adjustments they had the run before. Kim.
Charles Knight making the call for Bubba Wallace. It's right sides only, sounds like, and it is in fact right sides only. Christopher Bell just needs to be a half number rear, also right sides only for him.
Denny Hamlin survived 30 green flag laps. Cam, he gets into his stall cleanly without the power steering. How does the exit? It's pretty good, but they do lose some spots here on pit road, taking the 2 tires for the 11 team.
Lost a bunch of spots. Denny Hamlin goes from the lead back to 6th place.
God damn.
Grabs here. Anybody can win this. There's going to be 9 laps to go from here. Let's do it.
So that's where he sold at.
Up front, Saint Smith trying to bulldoze his way
Instead of 2 tires, they took 4 tires for Denny Hamlin. And that motherfucker dropped to 6th place.
Elliott as Hamlin.
I gotta see that Elliott's in 8th place right now. In 9 laps, Elliott clutching this? 6 laps. No, on 8 laps, 6th place.
Carson Hocevar around.
Now, who is the leader here?
Oh, no caution.
No caution.
Pardon me.
Oh, no caution? That's crazy.
Now it flies.
Oh.
On that Toyota GR Supra.
No way. No way Elliott comes up and clutches this.
And we have said this many laps ago. Any of this front group can
all them boys trash as hell.
Superb here in Kansas, but who has the magic when it counts? Bell gets a good jump.
A push from
Overtime. There's overtime in fucking NASCAR?
Toyota's at the front.
What the hell?
It's Wallace, Bell, and Briscoe. And then Tyler Reddick. Look at the line chasing here. Larson trying to defend.
How many laps is it if it's overtime?
Briscoe right up against the fence. Wallace has the inside line. Contact. Caution is out.
Oh, man.
Smith on his
Ooh!
side.
Damn. Saved.
Xfinity wreck like this years ago at Bristol. These are
motherfucker around the wall.
Across the racetrack, he got into Barry and shot both of them up to the right. Big contact, big impacts.
Ty Gibbs involved as well. Saw him sideways through turn 4.
Damn.
Wow, that one there would have been
just vicious.
Oh, yeah. So, it's our second bite at overtime presented by Credit One Bank. Bubba Wallace.
So, what is it technically the second overtime? Elliott's in 8th place.
Or if at all, let's have another go at it. Back under green.
No way all of them boys sold like that.
Wallace in front for the time being. Briscoe goes up high like he did a little earlier. It's a drag race down the backstretch towards 3. Bell looks good at the moment. Briscoe goes up high. Hamlin's hugging the low side. Look how close these two are here. And here comes Chase Briscoe. It's the 3 JGR Toyotas. Wallace is still hanging on. Hamlin has come up as a second.
Elliott's in 5th.
Still has a chance on this final lap.
Final lap. This is the final lap. No fucking way.
Driving that car with no power steering.
Oh, he hit the wall. He hit the wall. Get the fuck out of here.
How about that? It was a spectacular win in Atlanta earlier this year.
Oh my God.
Closing stages. Bubba in the wall. Hamlin thinks he's got it. Elliott says, no, you don't.
Oh!
Win. My second at Kansas Speedway. Here's what it looks.
If I'm Michael Jordan, I'm slapping his ass upside the head. I'm slapping Bubba upside the head. Oh my God. No. 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 Back this shit up.
He's got it at the hands.
How you sell that? Look how far y'all in front.
How about that?
How y'all sell that?
Driving that car with no power.
He hit the wall, GG's. But like, what happened to Danny? Yum! Oh man. Dawg, that's the sell of the fucking century. Ain't no fucking way. my God.
Closing stages. Bubba in the wall. Hamlin thinks he's got it. Elliott says,
Oh, man.
Round of 8 with a win. My second at Kansas Speedway. Here's what it looked like for the Georgian.
Easy.
Get out of my way.
Wow, that
I'm
was a
going to
huge
take this
hit.
victory.
Ooh. Oh, man, dog. That's what they ass get, fighting with each other along the wall. That motherfucking Chase took an easy cut. Oh my God, that's crazy. And that's his driver too, right? Yeah. Why he do that? That's stupid. Hit his own fucking driver. Oh my God, GG's. G fucking G's.